Okay, I want to talk this one about. It's the first place I wanna say is there was one guy that I had to fight with up at Crozier Tech out in the hall where all the lockers was. Just a second. Okay, there was this guy. I couldn't think of his name when I was talking about it, but I remembered it later on, and I'm just going to say it. His name was Luke Rayner. I forgot I remembered it after I got through talking about it. So anyway, I wanted to get that off my chest because I'm talking about real people, you know. Of course, I guess he'd get mad if I if he's still alive and hears this. I guess he want to come whoop my behind, but that's fine. We'll figure out some way to do it, you know. He'd have to be near as old as I am, so it'd be a fair fight, I guess. Anyway, I wanted to talk about investments just a little bit. Way under back, I don't know, it's been years ago. I don't even know what year it was. I got interested in investing in the stock market. And I didn't have enough money to invest in the real stock market, so I got interested in penny stocks. And there was some guy that was selling stock. He had an idea, and he was talking. He had an idea about going out and digging up sand. Had him going to build a machine that dug up a bunch of sand, run it through there, and it was going to somehow take the gold out of the sand. Oh Lord, I'm gonna show you how dumb I am. I thought that's a pretty good idea, so I sent him some money. I don't know. It was 3, 4, 5 years later. The stock market people, I don't know what you call them. Hell, I got a name for those folks. They sent me a message, and they told me that my stock was worth 0.002 a share. Oh boy, well, so much for my going into the stock market. You know that God, that's been 50 years ago. The only reason I'm telling you this is here just not too. I mean, it's in the past 6 to 8 months, maybe a year, that I read where somebody was actually doing that now, and they were. I saw it on. The thing of it is, you got to understand that I don't think I know what I mean. I don't know what I think I know, but I saw this on TV. That some guy was holding up some bars of gold, and he's saying that they had this machine that was digging up sand, and they was checking this sand somewhere and kicking the gold out of it. I don't know, I have no idea how it worked, but I thought, well, darn nation, maybe I was about 50 years too soon. But so much for that. Oh Lordy, we'll let that go. You know. Me. Anyway, let me get off and talk about how I want to. See, I'm getting close to the end of my life, and so I want to give some ideas out on just let. I want to put out something to let everybody, not everybody, but my family, suppose those that care about me anyway, if anybody does in my family, I want to tell them how I want my death handled. To begin with, I want to be cremated, and I don't want no preacher preaching over me. Now, bear in mind, I'm a Christian, but the reason I'm saying that is I found out the preacher that preached over my father when he died turned out to be a drunkard and a whoremonger. You know, so I don't want no preacher preaching over me. I don't want no damned whoremonger and drunkard preaching over me. So that's the way I feel about it. You other people and all you folks out there might think I'm the sorriest thing in the darn world, and I probably ought to say words like that on this thing, but ain't nobody gonna read this thing. No, I'm not doing it for you people to read. I'm doing this. I want to put it in CDs and put it on a little box and open it up 50 years from now, and let people know how this world was at this point in time in life. Anyway, I want my ashes. If I look, let me tell you, I bought 3 when I was right after I got married, and I had the first baby. There was 3 of us: my wife, me, and my little kid. And some guy come by and sold me some cemetery lots, and I bought them. I didn't know nothing about sale. I didn't check them or nothing. I just bought them, And eventually, my mother-in-law died, and I give their families one of them lots. And then later on, my number 3 son died of cancer, and I buried him in that same place, same lot my mother-in-law was buried in. Two people buried there. I guess you could do that. But here's the catch. Those 2 lots, you can't have a monument put up on that thing above the ground. The stones that they have to be level with the ground so they can mow over them. I can't even put flowers on their grave. I've got 2 more lots there that I don't plan to use. And let me tell you what happened. My wife's sister, she had a husband that died, and they thought they had some lots, and come to find out that the people that owned that cemetery, when they bought those lots, sold that cemetery to another bunch of people that owned it, and they took those lots away from them. So when her husband died, she didn't have no lots. She had to buy another one, although she had already paid for 2. Now, I'm sitting here with 2 supposedly I bought 3, 50, 60 years ago. I don't know if I still got them or not. I probably don't, because that cemetery where I bought them, they changed hands. There's another party that bought that. The party that owned it, see those things are owned by some corporations or something. I don't know what they're owned by. God, you people know more about that kind of stuff than I do. I don't know nothing about it. But anyway, what I was going to say, they called me. That cemetery called me at home, and I can't think of the name of it. It's one there in Dallas. And supposedly I got 2 lots out there, but I bet I don't. And if I do, I'm going to hold them things forever, if I can. Because I didn't know that when they sold me, I didn't have enough sense to ask what kind of deal it was. See, I don't want to be buried in no cemetery. And I can't believe any of you people would either when you stop and think about it. I mean, the cemetery where I bought them lots, they got monuments out there at 10 foot tall. Now that means some billionaire or millionaire or whatever has buried his family out there, and my mother and father's buried in that same place. Man, if I had the money, I'd dig up my mother and father. I'd dig up my son. I'd dig up my grandparents. I'd dig up my mother-in-law, and I'd bring them in. I would have them cremated, and I'd dump them in the ocean. I would get them out. I'd put up with these crappy people in my life. I sure as to hell don't want to be buried in the same cemetery with them. I'm sorry if I say kind of cuss words, but I don't care. I'm not trying to be a goody-goody Christian. I'm a Christian. I'm an actual Christian that lives in a sorry world. And if one of these atheist pieces of crap want to get into a cussing thing, come around, baby. I was in the service, and I was around a bunch of old salts in the Navy. I know every cuss word in the book. If you want to get into a cussing jam, well, just come around. I'll get in one with you. The trouble is, you little goody two-shoes Christians, you ought to read the Bible. You go around talking about, when I see you make comments about some of these people on these YouTube things or whatever it is, you want to try to save these atheists, and you ought to talk like that on TV. You ought to talk like that. You say all them bad words. I want God to love you. Won't you read the Bible, friend? What do you think God told the Jews do to the Philistines. He told them to go in there and kill every living thing. Well, you want to think about that for a minute? That means he told them to go in there and kill the grown-ups, the babies, the pregnant women, the horses, the mules, the donkeys, the sheep, the goats, the dogs, the cats, and, dig up the grass, cut down the trees, and swat the mosquitoes and the flies, and then take a fly swatter and go around killing all the mosquitoes. Every living thing, all the birds they could catch. Well, you think, oh, God is love. Oh, God, when these TV evangelists, they make me sick. I want to puke every time I listen to one of them on the radio. All them people think they're going to church. They ain't going to no church. All they doing is been conned out of their money. They got one pastor up there, it was talking, well, if y'all don't put money in my collection plate, well, God's going to kill me. My God Almighty. Oh, Lord God. Oh, I feel sorry for you people. You can't find a church. There's only two I know of. Pastor Manning up in New York's the only one tells it like it is. And there's another one, I can't think of his name. He's a Baptist. He lives down there in Florida somewhere. He tells it like it is. But all the rest of them are just out to get your money. You better read your own Bible and forget about them so-called evangelists trying to get you to heaven. You ain't going to get to heaven through them evangelists because they're lying like a devil. All they want to do is get your money. Got these mom and pop churches. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. I don't know what to say about it. Oh, me. Anyway, I didn't mean to get off on religion, but you just can't hardly talk about. You just can't hardly talk about things, without getting upset about it. It's like this new here I am. Man, you won't believe the medications that I have to take just to stay alive. I got 11 different medications that I take just to stay alive, Of course, I guess most of you people out there wish that I couldn't get a hold of them, which I may not be able to. See, for the last 28 years, I've been able to choose my own doctor. I've been able to go get my own medication close by. Now I already got IBM's already sent me a package telling me they're going to stop my change it to they come up with their own deal. I ain't got no choice. I've got to sign it. I can't. Used to, I could just say, I want to keep the same thing. I did it for 28 years, and I can't do that no more. Now I've got to sign up for this new stuff, whatever it is. I'm going to have to put my name on the line. Now, see, that no longer is a doctor going to tell me what I got to do. They've already told me that I got to write down every medication that I take on a piece of paper and send it to them. What that tells me is they're going to decide. These people up there that run this, whatever it is, these people in the office building up there, they're not doctors, but they're going to decide whether they want me to take that medication or not, So they're going to make choices for me. But that's all right. I've lived, I'm real close to being 84. So, I've been around long enough. I'm ready to go. I can't love God no more to do already anyway, so, Lord, maybe it's best I go to get out of this hellhole, I not have to put up with all these atheist people that, good God Almighty, Whew, yeah. See, I know I have to take a couple of these. For one thing, I know I got to take diabetes medicine because if I don't, I test myself every morning. And when I don't take it, boy, it runs up there. And somebody told me if it stayed up there very long, I'd be dead, which I don't fear death. God, I look forward to it if you don't know the truth about it, because I sure don't want to suffer a long time like my father did, But on the other hand, I think about a lot of things, and I know I got to take prostate medication because if I don't, I won't be able to go to the bathroom and pee. I'll just, I hope grown people listen to this and you just listen to what I got to say. But now, see, I ain't gonna be able to go talk to a doctor no more. I'm gonna have to talk to some people in the office building. You know, somebody up there. You know, this person that we got running this country. This God. What should I say about him? He's a queer Muslim. Is all I got to say. But I don't know if you people realize it or not. But a couple of months ago, he dedicated a whole dead blasted month to praising for these people that they killed in Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible. Queers. You believe that? And not one person in this country, no one objected to that. God, we're gone, man. I mean, we're gone. Holy cow. I couldn't believe it. But anyway, you people be glad to get rid of me, and that's fine. I'm ready to go. I want out of here. I just don't want to suffer if I don't want to have to, but if I do, you know, well, I'm gonna make it. My father suffered through about 6 years. I don't know what God had against him, but before he got to heaven, he had to stay here on earth and suffer 4 or 5 years. And I don't know what I've done to deserve it, but I'm sure that I didn't live no perfect life. So I got to maybe stay a few years. Maybe this is what's going to happen. Maybe all this is for a purpose. Maybe this piece of crap we got up there started all this junk. You know, maybe this is what God's going to punish me with, and a lot of other people. I don't know. But us old folks, you know, I couldn't think of the word in one of the things that I had earlier about what's going on. But you know, the government is trying to stress eugenics. You know, I don't know if you people, I'm sure all you younger people smarter than I am knows what eugenics is. That's what that is. They want to get rid of people like me. Anybody that doesn't contribute to the betterment of civilization or like me, I no longer can contribute. I'm a burden on society. You know, so they want to get rid of me. You know, all this lovey-dovey stuff that you know, Christianity, there's a thing there that respect your mother and father, that it may be well with you and it may live us long on the earth, one of the 10 Commandments, I believe. You know, but see, that you can forget about Christianity. There ain't nothing about our government, about Christianity. See, you don't realize it, but from the moment you go to grade school to the time you graduate in college, the books that are given to you to read are made by these people that are sinners. You know, you ain't about to get no Christian book in none of these schools, even starting in the first grade. They're all written by atheists. You don't even know it. They're getting you a little at a time. You know, I watched some of these nature films by Attenborough, that English guy. I'll bet you if he mentions one time about this world being here for billions of years, he'll mention it 20 times. You know, of course, I ain't even going to say what I think about that because, you know, you Christians out there, you know what I'm talking about. These other idiots, they don't know, and I'm not making this for them. I'm just making it posterity. You know, put it out here for you to read, you know, and maybe some of you people don't understand, but I'll bet you 98% of you people hate my guts, and I hope you do. God, when I show up in front of God, at least I can tell him, well, all those folks back on earth, they hate my guts. And ain't that worth something? Can you get into this pearly gate here? St. Peter said, all right, I mean, I ain't done a whole lot to be a good guy. But Lord mercy, I got everybody out there on earth hating my guts because I keep mentioning the Bible stuff, and boy, they hate me. Is that worth anything? I mean, I couldn't do a lot of good works on earth because I was too dumb, but I do got everybody there hate me. I'm doing my best to get the few to hate me that ain't already. You know? So I got something. I'm looking forward to telling them that. Well, let's go with it.